After 75, have you noticed that something as simple as standing up from a chair or stepping off the curb feels harder than it used to? And sometimes, just one small slip can change everything. But here's the good news. There are 5 simple strength exercises you can do right at home, proven by top American health institutes that help you stay strong, independent, and fall free. In this video, we'll go through each of them step by step so you can keep living with confidence. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 79-year-old from Ohio. One afternoon, she went outside to pick roses from her garden. On her way down the porch step, she slipped and fell. Luckily, nothing was broken, but her confidence was. She started avoiding even the smallest tasks, afraid of falling again. Then, her doctor introduced her to 5 simple exercises, the very same ones we'll cover today. After just 2 months of practice, Margaret regained her strength, her balance, and most importantly, her independence. And if it worked for Margaret, it can work for you too. Falls are the #1 cause of serious injury for older adults in America. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 seniors over 65 experiences a fall each year. But here's the powerful truth. Most falls can be prevented, and it starts with keeping your muscles strong. So let's begin with the very first exercise, the foundation of independence. Chair squats, standing up and sitting down safely. Part 1, chair squats, the foundation of independence. Imagine this, you're sitting in your favorite chair, maybe enjoying your morning coffee. Now, without using your hands, try standing up. Was it easy, or did you feel your legs struggle a little? That single movement, standing up from a chair, is one of the most powerful predictors of independence after 75. Why? Because it's the movement you repeat dozens of times every single day. Getting out of bed, standing from the toilet, sitting down at the dinner table, rising to answer the door. If you lose the ability to do this easily, you start to depend on others for the simplest things. That's where chair squats come in. It's one of the safest and most effective exercises for older adults. Unlike traditional squats at the gym, chair squats give you support and confidence. All you need is a sturdy chair, ideally one without wheels, placed against a wall so it doesn't slide. Step by step, sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or hold them straight out in front. Press your feet firmly into the ground and slowly rise to a standing position. Then lower yourself back down with control, as if you were sitting onto the chair, not dropping into it. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions. As you get stronger, work your way up to 15-20 reps a day. Why it matters? According to a study from the National Institute on Aging, older adults who could perform multiple chair stands without support were significantly less likely to fall. Strong legs mean stronger hips, better balance, and a reduced risk of fractures. In fact, doctors often use the sit-to-stand test to measure frailty in patients over 70. Let's take John, 82 years old, from Arizona. He used to dread family dinners because every time he sat down, he worried about being able to stand up again without help. After 3 months of practicing chair squats daily, John proudly stood from the dinner table on his own, no one rushing to grab his arm. That small victory gave him his confidence back. Using momentum and flopping into the chair instead of lowering slowly. Placing feet too close together, which reduces stability. Leaning heavily on the knees or arms for support, which takes the work away from your legs. Place the chair near a table or wall for extra safety in case you need balance support. If it feels too easy, hold a light object like a small water bottle for added resistance. If it feels too hard, start with partial stands, rising halfway before sitting back down. Chair squats aren't just about legs. They're about dignity. They're about being able to get up on your own terms without waiting for someone to pull you up. They're about saying, "I've got this," every time you rise from your chair. Now, I'd love to hear from you. When was the last time you noticed standing up from a chair felt more difficult than before? Have you tried chair squats before? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to start today. Part 2, wall push-ups, building upper body strength safely. Now let's move to the upper body, because strength isn't just about your legs, it's about your arms, chest, and shoulders too. Think about it. When you trip, what's the first thing you do? You reach out your hands. If your arms and chest are weak, they won't protect you. And something as simple as opening a jar, pushing a heavy door, or carrying groceries becomes a struggle. That's why wall push-ups are so powerful. They're a safe, joint-friendly version of the classic push-up, designed for seniors. You don't need to get down on the floor. Instead, the wall is your partner. How to do it? Step by step. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place your hands flat on the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulders. Keep your body straight, feet planted firmly on the floor. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Push yourself back to standing, keeping control the whole time. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. Over time, aim for 15 to 20. According to the Mayo Clinic, upper body strength is critical for maintaining independence in daily life. It helps with lifting, pushing, pulling, and even stabilizing your body during sudden movements. Strong arms mean you can carry your groceries, push yourself up from bed, or hold onto a railing with confidence. Meet Robert, age 80, from Texas. For years, he relied on his wife to help him carry bags of groceries into the house. After just 6 weeks of practicing wall push-ups 3 times a week, he surprised her by carrying the bags himself, smiling ear to ear. He said, "It felt like I got a piece of my life back." Standing too close to the wall, which makes the exercise too easy. Letting your hips sag or arch instead of keeping the body straight. Rushing the movement instead of lowering slowly and pushing back with control. The farther you stand from the wall, the more challenging the exercise becomes. Adjust based on your strength. Breathe out as you push back. Breathe in as you lower down. If you want variety, try placing your hands lower to work your chest more, or higher to target your shoulders. Wall push-ups aren't about bodybuilding. They're about everyday strength, the kind that lets you push a heavy door open, hug your grandchildren tightly, or stop yourself if you stumble. They protect your independence by giving you the strength to rely on your own body. What about you? Do you feel your arms and shoulders are getting weaker with age? Would wall push-ups be something you could try at home this week? Let me know in the comments. Your answer could encourage someone else to start. Part 3, heel raises. Strengthening ankles for balance. Let's move down to the foundation of your body. Your feet and ankles. Did you know that many falls don't start with the legs or the hips, but with the ankles giving way? A weak ankle can make you stumble on uneven ground, lose balance while stepping off the curb, or even trip on your own carpet at home. That's why heel raises are such an important exercise. They directly target the calves and ankles, strengthening the muscles that keep you steady and upright. Think of them as insurance for your balance. How to do it step by step. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. You can hold the back of a sturdy chair or countertop for safety. Slowly lift your heels off the floor, rising onto the balls of your feet. Hold the position for 2-3 seconds, feeling your calves and ankles engage. Slowly lower your heels back down to the floor. Start with 10 repetitions, working up to 20 as you feel stronger. According to the National Institute on Aging, calf and ankle strength plays a direct role in preventing falls. Strong ankles act like shock absorbers. They stabilize your body with every step. Studies show that seniors who perform heel raises regularly improve balance scores and reduce their risk of falling within just 8 weeks. Let's talk about Maria, a 77-year-old from California. She loved cooking, but standing for long periods made her legs feel shaky. After practicing heel raises daily for 2 months, she noticed she could stand in the kitchen for 30 minutes without discomfort. She even told her granddaughter, "It feels like my feet are holding me up again." Common mistakes to avoid: bouncing too quickly up and down instead of controlled movement, leaning forward on the chair, which reduces the work on your ankles, lifting one heel higher than the other, which can cause imbalance. Tips for success: always rise slowly and lower slowly. Control is the key. For extra challenge, try doing heel raises on one foot at a time, with support nearby. Practice near a counter or sturdy chair so you can steady yourself if needed. Heel raises aren't just about the ankles, they're about confidence. The confidence to walk on uneven sidewalks, to stand longer while cooking, or to enjoy a stroll in the park without worrying about every step. Strong ankles give you the courage to keep moving through life with steadiness and independence. Now, I'd like to ask you, do you sometimes feel your feet or ankles aren't as steady as they used to be? Would you try heel raises at home this week? Share your answer in the comments. Your story could inspire others to strengthen their balance too. Part 4. Step-ups. Practicing everyday mobility. Now let's talk about one of the most practical movements in daily life, stepping up. Think about it. Stairs, curbs, porch steps. Every single day, you're asked to step up or step down. And yet, for many older adults, this becomes one of the most feared movements. Why? Because weak legs and poor balance make even one step feel like climbing a mountain. That's why step-ups are such a valuable exercise. They mimic real life, training your body for exactly what you face outside your front door. If you can confidently step up on a sturdy platform at home, you can handle stairs, sidewalks, and curbs in the real world. How to do it step by step. Find a sturdy step, exercise platform, or even the bottom step of your staircase. Stand tall, feet hip-width apart. Place your right foot on the step. Push through your heel and bring your whole body up, standing tall on the step. Slowly step back down with control. Repeat with the left foot. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions per leg. As you get stronger, aim for 10 to 15 on each side. Why it matters? According to Harvard Health, step-ups improve both strength and coordination. They target the thighs, hips, and core muscles, which are essential for stability. More importantly, they teach your body how to move smoothly when going up or down stairs, one of the riskiest moments for seniors. Real-life story. Meet Helen, 76, from Florida. After her husband passed away, she wanted to stay active and continue her daily walks around the neighborhood. But even the small curb at the end of her driveway made her nervous. Her physical therapist taught her step-ups using a small wooden block at home. Within 2 months, Helen was not only stepping up with ease, but she even began walking up the bleachers at her grandson's baseball games, something she thought she'd never do again. Common mistakes to avoid. Using a step that's too high, which strains the knees, leaning forward and pulling with the arms instead of pushing through the legs, dropping back down too quickly instead of stepping down with control. Tips for success. Start with a low step, 4 to 6 inches, and gradually increase height as you feel stronger. Hold on to a railing or sturdy chair for balance if needed. Keep your back straight and core engaged throughout the movement. Step-ups are more than an exercise. They are practice for freedom. Freedom to walk to the mailbox without hesitation. Freedom to go upstairs to visit a friend. Freedom to join family outings without worrying about every curb and step. The stronger your step-up, the wider your world becomes. How about you? Do stairs or curbs sometimes make you nervous these days? Would practicing step-ups at home make you feel more confident outdoors? Share your answer in the comments. Your experience could encourage someone else to take their first step today. Part 5. Standing side leg raises, preventing falls through hip strength. Finally, let's focus on one of the most overlooked muscle groups in aging, the hips. Did you know that weak hips are one of the #1 causes of falls in older adults? When your hips don't have the strength to stabilize your body, even a small shift in weight can cause you to tip over. That's where standing side leg raises come in. This exercise strengthens the muscles on the sides of your hips, and the glutes and abductors, which play a critical role in balance. If your legs are the pillars of your house, your hips are the foundation. Without them, everything wobbles. How to do it step by step. Stand tall behind a sturdy chair or counter for balance. Slowly lift your right leg out to the side, keeping it straight. Don't tilt your body. Keep your torso upright. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly bring the leg back down. Repeat with the left leg. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions per side and build up to 15 to 20. Why it matters. According to the National Institutes of Health, exercises that strengthen the hips can reduce the risk of falls by up to 4% in adults over 70. Strong hips don't just keep you upright. They also make walking, turning, and standing for long periods much easier. Real life story. Take Eleanor, age 81, from New York. She loved walking in the park, but noticed she was becoming unsteady when turning corners or stepping sideways. Her doctor recommended side leg raises. Within 2 months, Eleanor's hips were stronger and she was once again walking the park paths without fear. She even said, "It feels like my legs are finally supporting me again instead of fighting me." Common mistakes to avoid: leaning the body to the side instead of keeping it upright, lifting the leg too high, which strains the lower back, moving too quickly without control. Tips for success: keep the movement small and controlled. Even a few inches off the ground is effective. Hold the chair with just a light touch, using your core for balance. For an added challenge, try adding a resistance band around your thighs. The bigger picture: side leg raises aren't about looking athletic. They're about stability. They're about being able to step sideways without stumbling, to adjust your footing quickly if you trip, and to keep enjoying life with fewer limits. Strong hips mean fewer falls, more confidence, and more freedom. Now I want to hear from you. Do you sometimes feel unsteady when turning or stepping sideways? Would side leg raises help you feel stronger and safer? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice could encourage someone else to start strengthening their hips today. We've just gone through 5 simple but powerful exercises that can change the way you live after 75. Let's quickly recap. Chair squats, to keep your legs strong and your independence intact. Wall push-ups, to build safe upper body strength for everyday tasks. Heel raises, to strengthen your ankles and improve balance. Step-ups, to practice the movements you need for stairs, curbs, and daily life. Standing side leg raises, to keep your hips strong and prevent dangerous falls. Each of these exercises doesn't just build strength, they build freedom. Freedom to get up without help. Freedom to carry your groceries. Freedom to walk confidently in your neighborhood. Freedom to keep living life on your own terms. And remember, it's never too late to start. Your body is capable of change at any age. Even a few minutes each day can add up to real, lasting strength. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend or loved one who could benefit from these exercises. Final interactive question for you. Which of these 5 exercises do you think you'll try first? Share your answer in the comments and let's build a stronger, safer community together. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay independent, and I'll see you in the next video.